Welcome, welcome, my beautiful Sagittarius. Brenda here, Brenda Tarot, and this is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of March the 7th to the 13th. Now, some of you, if you're cross-watching other signs, you may notice that there might have been an extra row of cards here. And I listen to Spirit and I listen to my guides prior to laying the cards when I ask them to show me what you need to see, know, and expect. And they will make me do an extra row if there's an indication that those messages need to be heard. Now, others have had 3 rows, and that means that Spirit didn't tell me to do that. So don't think that it's favoritism on my part, because it's not. So your messages will be clear and concise. Keep in mind that this is a general, not a private reading. So just if you have noticed a difference in numbers of cards, that's why. Okay, so let's see what we've got here for our all-over energy, my beautiful Sagittarians. You've got the beautiful card of the dog. And the dog is all about loyalty. The dog is the best friend we'll ever have, right? They love us unconditional. And this is telling me that you may have a friend, a colleague, a family member, perhaps your partner, even a child around you that may just be wanting your attention and showing you how much they care for you and showing you their appreciation and respect. And lucky are we when we get that in our life, right? For others, you could be actually purchasing a puppy, training a puppy. You could be dealing with a dog in your life, or, you know, young energy around you that is supporting you here, bringing new things into the equation. They're telling me new ideas, new energy, useful energy around you. But it's definitely loyalty, friendship, and connection there. Someone that you can lean into, someone that's there to love you no matter the good times and the bad times. Now, coming in your first row, you have been given the beautiful card of the Knight of Pentacles. And definitely I see that you're going to be moving slowly, making plans, detailed plans here to move forward towards some goal that you're planning. He is the slowest moving knight out there in the deck, in the zodiac, and he doesn't go rushing in and making any hasty decisions or signing of any documents without reading between the lines. So this is an indication that maybe you need to do the same. Slow down, be careful, make a detailed plan, and tick things off on your to-do list before you go in and make something permanent. So, you know, be methodical, be articulate, be creative, but also be careful this week, okay? This is what this card indicates. Taking your time, planning your move, and not having to see things fall apart and then have to say, oh gosh, plan B, now what am I going to do? So take your time. I think there could be some negotiations going on this week, and they may be having to do with money. So I do think there's going to be an equitable and fair distribution of this. You know, the 6 of coins speaks of that. Someone could be stepping forward and doing something through generosity out of the goodness of their heart to help you here. But definitely this is a card that says you're going to see something come in. And I do believe it'll be fair. This is give and take. You could be giving to someone, or you could be receiving from someone. So the negotiations that are going to happen here, I do believe will be fair, and I do believe you'll be satisfied. So look what you've got here again, a double message here with the Knight of Pentacles, and that is a big indication that if you're dealing and negotiating with money, whether it has to do with a new job, maybe you're signing up for something, maybe you're getting involved in investments, maybe you're talking to your bank, I definitely think that you need to consider being careful. You might be writing out a budget. Maybe you're dealing with the powers that be and creating a budget here where you're not going to be able to jump in too quickly, or getting professional advice maybe if you're signing documents here that could pertain to investments and money. So very interesting here how your week's starting out. Now, coming in your next row, you do have the card of the Tower, and Tower's been showing up in a lot of other readings as well. But it is a card of, you know, stepping up and making some very imperative and important changes in your life. And, you know, for some, this could have been a situation that happened suddenly, that, you know, something wasn't on a steady foundation and a firm foundation, and it ended. It came crashing down. And the only other place for you to go is to take a long, hard look at it, take your time, make your plans here, as I said, with the Knight of Pentacles, and you're rebuilding a new foundation here. And it might have to do with finances. So definitely the card of change, moving forward. You have this capability of doing that, but you're going to get guidance here, because the King of Cups shows up, and the King of Cups is somebody in your end of the ring here, somebody who is loyal, okay, somebody who has wisdom. They've learned from their own experiences, and they come forward and they say, hey, I'm here to help. Okay, so you could be getting counsel from somebody professional. They could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but they're very compassionate and they're very sensitive, and they are very emotional, but in control of all of that. And they realize, tapping into here with you, they may be giving you advice how to build this new tower, how to create this new legacy, how to create this foundation that's better for you. Take it. This person's trustworthy. They could be anybody around you. They could be a mature family member. They could be your partner. They could be your boss. They could be anybody around you. They could be your banker, the manager at the bank, whoever you deal with. But obviously you're going to be getting some help here to help build this foundation, which I think is wonderful. Now, you do have the Seven of Pentacles coming in as well. And this, I believe, is you creating this legacy, building your foundation here, getting the wisdom and the information that you need to create something here. Now, you could have put out a proposal, an idea, a resume, planted your seeds and waiting to see how your harvest is going to come in, or any information that you may have put your name to, documented, or put out there. You're waiting to see how are they going to receive it, how are they going to react to it. This is unnecessary worry, because everything you're doing here, you're doing right. Okay, this is about planting your seeds well, to build this new foundation here that you're working on, and all because you're getting guidance here. You're being led and connected to the right sources, the right powers that be, the right people that will be able to guide you on this path. Now, coming in next, you have the Two of Wands, and this is all about going the distance. You might be having to travel the distance to get this information, travel the distance to speak to those powers that be, but you could be planning a business trip as well. But this is the card that says you're not going to be doing it alone. I think there's going to be somebody stepping in here, whether it's partnership that you're getting into, not going solo, and getting that support to help you move forward, watching with hope and faith and the promise that you're going to see success coming in. Some of you could also be planning a trip for business or for pleasure. The world is showing you that you can do this. Okay, so going the distance. This is completion, and this is taking things to the next level. When the world shows up, it means that you have all the resources there to do what it is you want out here in the universe. And I think you're stepping up and realizing that tapping into the right connections here while you're rebuilding this new foundation, planning it carefully, you're going to see that you are going to be able to go the distance and create what it is you want in your world. But as we said, it's taking time. I mean, how appropriate that you get the Knight of Pentacles twice, saying plan your move, take your time, don't jump into the quicksand too quick. And then the Hangman says you're thinking about all these things. You're taking your time. And often the Hangman has to do with sacrifice. What are you giving up in order to gain what you need? What have you had to walk away from? What have you had to relinquish and let go of? And that's all about taking your time and thinking about sorting those things out to go for your goals here. Because even with the Two of Wands, it talks about, sort of being patient, waiting. She's sitting here, she's waiting, she's looking out at her future ahead of her, planning her move, knowing she has to go the distance to make these things work. So I do believe that you're going to be doing that, but not alone. I do believe you're going to have somebody here in your end of the ring to support you, someone who cares about you, who's loyal here, that's going to give you guidance to help you build this foundation and move forward. So it's just for some reason, and it could be the powers that be that are out of your control, that it's taking time. But it isn't going to last. Look what shows up at the end outcome card. Eight of Wands. So this is fast moving energy. This is all about speed. And, this could also be traveling and visiting and going places, because I had talked about that here with the Two of Wands. But you're going to have to put your boots on, tie up your boot strings, and hit the ground running. Keep up. So it's about communication and action, and maybe many messages are coming your way, and you're going to be in high demand. So be prepared to move fast. And, I think you're going to overcome obstacles directly now. You're going to bring out your creative side. You're going to be able to shine brightly. And I think, as work relationships build and projects prosper, I think you're going to see that you're making all these right moves here in the change that you're making with rebuilding this new foundation. So it's favorable for changes in career prospects when this card shows up. And, so keep up with the opportunities. It's beautiful. All right. This is about keeping up and seeing that things are going to change. So there's definitely going to be a shift of energy here as you move through this week. Things are moving slow, but as you're getting the help and the contacts that you need, you realize now, going the distance, now you're going to hear word. Okay. You might have been waiting here. when you planted these seeds to here, but I think now, as you move through this week and into next, you're going to see that, wow, all this information is going to come into you. There's going to be changes, and you're going to have to hit the ground running because you're going to be busier than you ever imagined. Woo! I'm tired just thinking about it, Sagittarius. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic week here to look forward to. And always know I send you much love and many blessings, and I'll see you soon.